42-21 is the final. Number 15 Michigan defeats Maryland today, and it was a pretty easy victory, Sam Webb. I mean, I know the offense came out, struggled a little bit, but they really asserted themselves there in the second quarter. Shea Patterson ended up with 282 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He had the 1 interception. But you have to like what you're starting to see offensively, and the run game got going there today as well.
Yeah, we saw a few different things. I think offensively, you could feel the comfort with Shea. Number one, the thing that he does well, improvisational skill. I mean, he fixes broken plays. He can make it happen. His best plays were on the run. But some of the plays he made from the pocket, again, play action pass to Nico on the post, that was a big play. So I think we saw his best RPO maybe of the season where he pulled it and threw it to Zach Gentry, who had a big day today. But, to me, the story offensively was Shea. His ability to hit guys on the money, on the move. That is his best asset, his best attribute. And it really worked to Michigan's advantage on most of their big plays today, whether it was Ronnie Bell on a crossing pattern. He swirled out of some pressure and got the ball to Donovan Peoples-Jones. And the pressure wasn't always the thing that, moving on. Sometimes he had to buy some time to let guys get open. But the other thing that we got to talk about is the offensive line. The offensive line play continues to get better by the week.
Yeah, let's stay on that. The offensive line, after the struggles against Notre Dame, we were like, all right, it's the same thing. We saw this last year. I know the competition hasn't been the greatest, but it's gotten better as we've gotten in the Big Ten play. This offensive line is protecting Shea. It's something that we didn't see this group do last season, and this year you've seen it going into Game 6. After 6 games now, it's really shown improvement there.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. The last 3 weeks or so, it's been their most consistent part of the offense has been the offensive line. That obviously benefits a guy like Karan, who now has, 5 straight games of 100 yards.
Yeah.
So he continues to take advantage of it. He's their bell cow, showing that ability. But the line play has surpassed my expectations to this point. Now, the tests get stiffer with Wisconsin coming to town. And Michigan State, even though they lost to Northwestern, they play Michigan like it's a Super Bowl. Penn State after that. So this is a gauntlet stretch where the gains that we've seen them make offensively, they'll be tested to see if they can take it to another level. But you have to be encouraged with what you've seen from that offensive line so far. Ed Warner has done an amazing job with that group. And now, like I said, the test gets stronger.
Defensively, we have to tip our hat. Jim Harbaugh said it was an epic performance. At least it was for the first 3 quarters. I believe Maryland had 82 yards heading into the third quarter. Michigan, of course, only gave up that kickoff return for a touchdown. They gave up those 2 late scores there in the fourth. 214 total yards given up, but you got to really like what you're seeing from this defense. It's really just shut down both offenses it's faced the past 2 weeks, especially after that first quarter there at Northwestern.
I mean, that's you talk about this defense this year, and it's almost like when you talk about the things they need to improve on, you're nitpicking a bit because they've been really good. I mean, they've been vulnerable in spots, in spurts,
right,
but not for full games. So for them, it's a matter, do they play a complete game? They got off to a strong, fast start today. Mm-hmm. They got off to strong, fast starts in other games, but they didn't against Notre Dame. They didn't against Northwestern. They were focused on coming out and putting it to Maryland right away, not allowing the offense to maybe have to, not to pay for the offense's slow start if that was going to happen. It didn't happen today, fortunately. But that is a big key for the defense to not take a series or 2 or even a quarter to really get off the mark. And they did it today. They were outstanding, beastly in the run game. Everyone up front had great games. They aren't a passing team anyway, but you saw B. Watt get a pick 6 late in the contest. So defense, I mean, I don't know. Everyone played well defensively today. I wouldn't even single anyone out on that performance on that side of the ball.
All right. The big 3-game stretch is coming up. You already mentioned it, Wisconsin, and at Michigan State, then Penn State. But we're going to focus on the Badgers. Next week here, 7:30 kickoff. Michigan plays Wisconsin. It's 2 teams that like to slug it out. What does Michigan have to do to get ready for this game? Because obviously this is one of those red-letter games on your schedule.
Yeah, so you're looking for consistency. Michigan has yet this season to string together back-to-back really good performances. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down. That's been the pattern. That can't be the pattern against Wisconsin, even though you're at home. And so we saw them execute better. I know a lot of people were calling out the play call. Dude, the same plays that were open against Nebraska were open against Northwestern. They didn't execute those plays.
Right.
Today they executed better, but you could see early in the contest there were moments I mean, you had a pass that was high, I think it might have been to McCune, that made him fall short of a first down.
Right.
There was a pass that was low to Grant Perry that made him short of a first down. There was a pass to Gentry on a screen where he cut inside instead of
those can't
outside.
happen next week, Sam.
Against a team like Wisconsin, you have to execute those plays. Did they complete those passes? Sure. But executing those plays is hitting a guy in stride so he can run after the catch, reading your blocks, and getting upfield, off that block. Those are keys against a team like Wisconsin where you can't afford to squander opportunities. And it's not like they squandered a lot of them today, but my point is details like that can't be missed against a team like Wisconsin.
Well, we're going to see if Michigan can get it done and move to 4-0 next week, but that's going to wrap up all our coverage here on the MichiganInsider.com.